Welcome back to Thomas Was Alone. The next couple of these are going to be recorded in a batch, just for the sake of future me editing and finding time to do this and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I would still like. I know that I'm not. There are only like 8 subscribers total here. Like, this isn't exactly like I'm a popular channel or anything. But if you want to leave a comment, absolutely do. And if you see, like, in the comments that there are these spam comments, I keep getting email notifications about them, but when I go to delete them from the video, I cannot find them, either from the video page or from the back end of things. So please just, like, flag and report them. I would delete them myself if I could, but I literally cannot find them. They do not appear to exist on my end, despite the fact that I'm getting emails about them. So if you see them, that are, like, obviously spam comments with, like, yeah, please just report them. Thank you. Anyway, let's get back into this. No simulation can support too many entities. At a certain point, something has to give. If Thomas AT23612 hadn't possessed those exact personality traits, it's likely the story would have ended there. We'd still be in business.
Thomas did not like the cloud. He'd long since stopped listing his observations, but he instinctively observed that this thing was bad. And he'd been right about the water.
So I know it's been a little while since I played this. I'm trying to get back in the rhythm of things. I had some, like, there were a couple of weeks where there were people working on my roof and I couldn't record at all. Because it was so noisy all the time. And then also my current job has been absolutely destroying me recently. Because I get up at 3 a.m. for work. And that's really rough. And I don't want it to be, oh, these are all these excuses as to why I'm not doing things. But, like, it's definitely contributing to why I haven't been making things. I'm hoping to fix that. Which is where I said I'm probably going to be doing a batch recording of these. For the sake of making it easier for future me. Oh, okay. So that solution is going to take me a hot minute.
Thomas could tell Chris was in love, and that was fantastic and everything, but that didn't mean they could let the doom cloud keep following them. Thomas was going to put his foot down once they got to the next level.
So yeah, so I'm going to try to batch record these to make it easier for myself to edit. Although I am actively in the process of trying to find a new editing program. Which means I'll have to learn something all over again. Oh, well, I guess you're not putting your foot down, Thomas. That is unfortunate.
Chris. Miss Thomas. Wow. Did not see that coming. He felt a little guilty too. Without his love for Laura and subsequent reunion with the guys, Thomas would probably still be with them.
But we'll see. I'm playing it by ear for now, so... We'll see how it goes.
Chris
Oh, this
wondered
is so pretty.
if Thomas was still alive somewhere. He wasn't going to go looking for him, but he did wonder, and that showed character.
I suppose so.
Probably.
Maybe. Oh. I guess character doesn't matter that much.
Maybe the others hadn't abandoned Laura all that time ago. It began to dawn on her that she might not be the tragic victim she'd always assumed.
I didn't know there were going to be quick time events in this. Boink.
Laura had been the bait. She had a hunch that she wasn't needed anymore.
Wow. Nymph. Yeah, the angry pixel cloud is like really angry now.
John looked at Claire. It was just them now. She muttered something under her breath about a vow of vengeance. He didn't see the point. Fighting that thing seemed to be a pretty futile idea.
Yeah? But I mean... things get hopeless all the time. But... you've still kinda gotta go and take things into your own hands, at least sometimes. Come on. Come on. There we go. Bonk. Beautiful.
Comment.
I'm pretty sure that moving spike wall is coming towards us pretty fast.
As they struggle to get to the next portal, John hoped that he
Oh, boy.
would be the next to get eaten.
It's processing as it restarts.
He didn't
Yeah,
want
there
to
it
be
goes.
alone.
Comment.
Okay, now with Claire to just go all the way. Because John moves fast.
As they struggle to get to the next
Ah!
portal, John hoped that he would be the next to get eaten. He didn't want to be alone.
No!
Comment.
Me not hitting the jump button in time. So I'm hoping that this records the audio properly, because I got to editing and discovered that at this exact point the audio just stopped. It stopped picking up my voice, which is a really weird thing to have happen.
As they struggle to get to the next portal, John hoped that he would be the next to get eaten. He didn't want to be alone.
It's a really weird thing to have happen. So as we go on to the next sections, if my jokes seem a little forced, it's because I made them all already.
For the
On the
first
plus
time
side.
in a while, John didn't have an audience.
On the plus side,
For the first time in a while, John didn't have an audience.
on the plus side, I hypothetically know the levels better, is what I was going to say before this happened twice in a row.
For the first time in a while, John didn't have an audience. He was alone. Leaping from black square to black square didn't seem nearly as exciting now. It just seemed empty.
John's out here going through depression.
Comment.
So am I, but for completely different reasons. But I mean, so realistically speaking, if you were going through this, it would be terrifying. Because you were alone. And then... Okay. You were alone, and then... This is lagging. Oh, my computer's overheating. Hang on. It's not gonna help with me messing up, but hopefully it'll stop the like little freezing bits. But realistically speaking, if you'd gone through this, if you'd spent the beginning of your life alone, without
John
human
gulped.
experience,
He knew he'd never escape. he knew was waiting for him. He decided to jump the massive scary gaps for old time's sake.
You know, you spent the first time of life that you can remember by yourself. And then you get friends, and it's great. And then suddenly you're all alone. You've watched them slowly be devoured one by this giant thing. And then you're all alone. That would be terrifying. But at least he gets to be with them now. The initial 5 are usually given the credit for the emergence. People forget the later architects, the AI who made the event possible. They saved Thomas and set him on the path. 2. I missed the last words.
James had always been different. And not different in that kooky, OMG, you've totally got to meet my mate James, he's literally insane kind of way.
It's a long walk back when you miss these jumps. Man, so it's still doing a little bit of the stuttering. But I'm hoping it's manageable. If it gets to the point where it's not, I'm just gonna end the recording and restart my computer and stuff. Man! Okay.
He'd not seen anyone else in a long time. Not since getting eaten by that cloudy, pixely thing. He'd turned up here in some kind of cage.
I wonder if I can do the thing I did the first time.
He'd gotten out, but it had taken a long time.
And I did that the same time I did the first time too. That doesn't come back. Whee!
James liked being alone. No one to insult him or question his unique disregard for Newtonian laws. Hey, Jimmy, where are you going? Up?
Yeah, because he's a non-Newtonian rectangle. And frankly, that's a really cool sentence. Oh. I hated this the first time around, guys. I'm not
The
gonna
little
do any
red
better.
guy looked confused. His cage was a lot smaller than James's had been. James decided to find a way to help. Maybe they'd be friends.
On that note, I did it first try this attempt.
Thomas had no idea why he was here. One minute he was with his friends, the next he was being freed from a cage by a green guy with a nervous laugh. He knew he had to get back to them.
I'm glad Thomas likes his friends.
His turquoise hero seemed uncomfortable. Thomas imagined he'd feel the same way if he fell upwards all the time. If he didn't know better, he'd have thought James didn't want to meet everyone.
I don't think James is turquoise. Turquoise has more blue in it, Thomas. Because, yeah, I guess. Oop. Boing. 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 Oh. Controller. Boing, 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 boing.
This was working. James and Thomas, working together, could get anywhere. James didn't seem to understand the immense ability he possessed.
Well, that's because he's a non-Newtonian rectangle, which isn't exactly something that science has, like, spent a great deal of time, like, considering and analyzing.
Thomas wondered why the cloud thing had brought them both here.
Boink. Whee! Friends help boost each other to new heights. Although honestly they feel a little bit like identical twins, I'm not gonna lie. Or like mirror world twins or something like that.
James grudgingly helped Thomas to each portal. He knew that eventually they'd find the others, and then he'd go back to being the weird one again. He decided to enjoy the time they had left.
Boing. I don't know if you'll necessarily be considered weird with this particular group. Like, Claire can do some stuff. Like, yeah, Claire's immune to water, so that's quite a big thing, actually.
Why did Thomas even want to spend time with James? Was he not repulsed by his weird colour?
Apparently, just running screaming is a viable.
Did he not care about his inversions?
Option for something like this. Oh, okay. Run, scream, run, whoop. Run, run, run. I'm definitely not going to tell you how many times it took me to get this one done the first time I recorded, because if the audio recording has decided
James was having fun for the time being.
that this shall not be named, then it shall not be named. Whoop. And I can't remember if this is the last one or not. It is. Okay. So, we're going to leave this one right here, because I've got to get to, like, editing and stuff. I'm going to try and be more on top of videos. I have a couple of Sims builds that are ready to go. I just have to do a voiceover. I'm recording a couple of these at once. Then I'm going to try to record a couple of Planet Zoo in a go. And then I have a new game that I want to get in the rotation too. But I'm trying to get a couple of each of them recorded all at once. So that way I can just steadily edit my way through them, and because that way when I'm not feeling great or I'm super busy, I don't have to like sit down and record all at once, and I can just get something done. I can just do the editing, which requires less investigating. Anyway, thank you for watching.